The heart of Cebu, Philippines, 12-year-old Miguel Santos starts each morning the same way, sweeping the small front yard of his family's bamboo home before turning on an old, crackling speaker. As soon as Michael Jackson's Beat It fills the air, Miguel's shy demeanor disappears. Wearing a faded black jacket and a single white glove his mother stitched together from scraps, he practices every move in front of a cracked mirror nailed to the wall. The rhythm, the moonwalk, the energy, it's all there. For a few minutes, he's no longer a poor boy from Cebu, he's on a world stage. His mother, Aling Rosa, watches from the doorway, a mixture of pride and worry in her eyes. She works long hours selling street snacks to keep food on the table, but she never complains. Seeing her son's joy gives her strength. On weekends, Miguel performs at small barangay fiestas, often dancing on makeshift stages lit by cell phone flashlights. The crowd always cheers, shouting, "Go, little Michael." One day, a local talent scout posts a video of Miguel online. It goes viral. A week later, an email arrives, an invitation to audition for America's Got Talent 2025. Miguel can hardly believe it. His mother's hands tremble as she reads it out loud. They don't have the money for travel, but the community rallies around them, neighbors donate, a local airline sponsors part of the trip, and soon Miguel is on a plane for the first time in his life. As he gazes out the airplane window, clouds glowing beneath him, he whispers, "Papa, this is for you." His reflection looks back, nervous but full of hope. The city lights of Los Angeles grow closer. His dream is about to begin, shine brighter than anything Miguel has ever seen. The 12-year-old boy from Cebu stands in the middle of the vast stage, his tiny frame nearly swallowed by the glowing AGT logo behind him. His heart races. The audience murmurs, some whispering, others smiling curiously at the small boy dressed in a handmade Michael Jackson outfit, his white glove shimmering under the spotlight. Simon Cowell leans forward, his trademark skeptical look fixed on Miguel. "Hello there," Simon says. "What's your name, and where are you from?" Miguel grips the mic nervously. "My name is Miguel Santos, I'm from the Philippines." The crowd cheers at the mention of his country, and he smiles shyly. "And who's your inspiration?" Simon asks. Miguel takes a deep breath. "Michael Jackson. I want to make people feel what he made me feel." The music starts, Billie Jean. Instantly, the shy boy disappears. Miguel transforms. His movements are sharp, precise, and full of energy. He glides across the stage with a perfect moonwalk, the crowd gasping in disbelief. Every spin, every gesture, feels authentic, not just an imitation, but a heartfelt tribute. The audience rises to their feet, clapping in rhythm as Miguel channels the king of pop. The camera pans to the judges, Sofia Vergara's mouth hangs open, Heidi Klum smiles with awe, and Howie Mandel nods, impressed. Simon, usually stone-faced, is visibly stunned, eyes fixed on the boy's every move. As the music builds to its final beat, Miguel ends with MJ's signature pose, hat tipped, glove raised, frozen in perfect silence. The crowd erupts into cheers, chanting, "MJ! MJ! MJ!" Miguel breathes heavily, chest pounding, as tears well up in his eyes. His dream has just stepped into reality. Just as Miguel's performance reaches its electrifying peak, disaster strikes, the music suddenly cuts out. The crowd gasps. For a few tense seconds, there's nothing but silence. Miguel freezes mid-step, staring toward the sound booth in confusion. On the judges' table, Simon leans forward, eyebrows raised. Everyone expects the little boy to panic, to stop and walk off the stage. But Miguel takes a deep breath, closes his eyes, and keeps going. Without music, his voice fills the theater. He sings, "Man in the Mirror," a cappella, raw and full of emotion. His small voice trembles at first, but then grows powerful, echoing through the hall. The audience, which moments ago was loud and excited, now falls completely silent, hanging on every note. Miguel's movements slow, each step and gesture becomes a story of determination and heart. He isn't just performing anymore, he's pouring his soul into every word. By the time he reaches the chorus, people in the crowd are wiping their eyes. One camera catches Simon blinking rapidly, his expression softening, a rare sight. Miguel ends with a slow spin, raising his gloved hand toward the lights, his voice cracking on the final line, "If you wanna make the world a better place." He holds the pose. Silence. Then, suddenly, the entire audience rises to their feet. The cheers shake the room. Heidi claps through tears, Sophia covers her mouth, and Howie shouts, "Unbelievable." Miguel's breathing is heavy, his eyes glassy. The boy who almost gave up chose to fight through the silence. That single moment turns his audition from impressive to unforgettable. Even Simon, who rarely shows emotion, whispers to himself, "That's what courage looks like." As the thunderous applause fills the theater, Miguel stands motionless in the center of the stage, chest rising and falling, eyes glistening with disbelief. Golden lights shimmer above him, and the chants of "MJ, MJ, MJ" echo through the auditorium. For a brief second, he looks overwhelmed, just a small boy from Cebu, now standing before thousands who can't stop cheering his name. Simon Cowell, still seated, looks down at the table. His usual smirk is gone, replaced by something softer. He glances at the other judges, who nod silently, knowing what's coming. Simon slowly stands, picks up the microphone, and says, "You know, Miguel, I've been doing this show for a long time. I've seen many tributes, many young performers, but never, ever have I seen anyone capture Michael Jackson's spirit like you just did." The crowd erupts again. Miguel covers his mouth, eyes wide. Simon continues, his voice thick with emotion, "You didn't just dance like him. You made us feel him again. That's something only a true artist can do." Then, without another word, Simon presses the golden buzzer. The theater explodes. Golden confetti rains down like stardust, swirling around Miguel as he drops to his knees, crying tears of joy. The hosts rush onto the stage, embracing him as the crowd cheers louder than ever. Backstage, a camera shows his mother watching on a screen, hands over her mouth, crying uncontrollably. She waves a small Philippine flag, whispering, "That's my son." Miguel lifts his hand through the glittering rain, pointing to the sky. "This is for you, Papa," he says softly. The moment is pure magic, a dream realized, a promise fulfilled. The boy from Cebu has just danced his way into history. The morning after his breathtaking golden buzzer performance, the world can't stop talking about Miguel Santos, the 12-year-old boy from Cebu who brought back the spirit of Michael Jackson. Overnight, his audition video spreads across the internet like wildfire. On YouTube, it racks up 20 million views in just 24 hours. The title reads, "Filipino boy channels Michael Jackson, even Simon Cowell cries." Clips of his moonwalk and a cappella moment flood TikTok and Instagram. Fans from all over the world, from Los Angeles to London to Manila, post reaction videos, calling him the reincarnation of MJ. The hashtag Filipino trends worldwide. Even celebrities tweet about him. One message reads, "Michael would be proud." Back in the Philippines, Miguel's hometown throws an impromptu celebration. Neighbors set up a projector in the middle of the street, replaying his AGT audition as kids dance barefoot in front of it, copying his moves. His mother watches from the crowd, tears streaming down her face as people chant, "Proud to be Filipino." In Los Angeles, Miguel sits backstage for a post-show interview. Still wearing his golden confetti-stained jacket, he speaks humbly, "I didn't expect this. I just wanted to make people smile, like Michael did." The interviewer asks what he'll do next. Miguel grins shyly, "I'll keep practicing. I want to show that no matter where you come from, your dream can come true." The scene ends with Miguel walking down the empty AGT stage after the show, the spotlight fading behind him. He glances up at the glitter still scattered across the floor and starts to dance again, soft, light, graceful. The music swells as the camera pans out, showing one boy who turned faith, passion, and courage into a global miracle.